Yo, man, who that?
I see them.
Yeah, I see them, you see them, but who are they?
I see them.
You playing around with me? Good Yom Tif. Today, Yotes Kislev Chag HaGeula is a very special day. It's Rosh Hashanah for Chassidus. So what is so special about Chassidus? While the Alter Rebbe was in jail, the Mizritch Magid and the Baal Shem Tov came to visit him from Gan Eden.
Where do you two think you're going?
We're taking a walk to Al-Razin.
All right.
The Alter Rebbe asked them why he deserved to be in jail. And they answered, in Shemayim there's a strong decree on you because you are publicizing lots of Chassidus.
My fellow angels, we can't let Chassidus be publicized like that.
The Alter Rebbe asked if that meant he should stop spreading Chassidus. To which they replied, not only should you not stop, but when you go out of jail, you should teach even more Chassidus. Actually, this wasn't the first decree in Shemayim against spreading Chassidus. In the times of the Mizritch Magid, a manuscript with his Chassidus was found in an unholy place. And in Shemayim, there was a decree on the Magid for publicizing Chassidus in such a way that it ended up in such a place.
My fellow angels, which decree are we up to again? I lost the place a while ago. Ah, yes. Page 248B in the Brown edition and page XVI in the Roman edition. Let us begin our service. Please rise. How can it be that you are publicizing Chassidus in a way that it will end up in such a lowly place?
However, the Alter Rebbe, who at the time was a Talmid of the Mizritch Magid, was able to take away this decree with a mashal. A king had a son, this son got really sick.
Hello, son.
Doctor!
It became very dangerous, and the doctors couldn't find a cure for his sickness. After some time, they discovered a medicine that can save the son's life. This medicine, they would have to break the king's crown, take out the most precious diamond, grind it, and mix it with water. The son had a sip of this mixture, he would be cured from his terrible sickness. And that's what they did. However, because of his terrible sickness, he wasn't able to swallow his medicine. And the doctors kept on pouring. Most of the medicine was just falling on the floor and being completely wasted. But it was all worth it, so that just maybe one drop would go into the boy's mouth and save his life. So too, the Alter Rebbe explained, Am Yisrael is like the son of the king that is sick. It's a spiritual sickness. The Ruchniistic life of Am Yisrael is in danger. Let's face it, Gashmias is blossoming like no tomorrow. We have iPads, quadcopters, and before you know it, Mommy! Yeah? Today my class is going to visit Mars again for a science project. Okay, my love. Don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. The cure to this sickness is the publicity of Chassidus. A small drop of Chassidus that goes into the heart of a Yid will help him and save him spiritually. So although this parchment ended up in an unholy place, it's still worth to publicize it with the hope that one drop of Chassidus will enter the heart of a Yid and save him.
Wait a second, Rabbi. Did you just say the Alter Rebbe was able to take away the decree against the Mizritch Magid for spreading Chassidus? Then why, when the decree was on him, did the Alter Rebbe think he should stop spreading Chassidus? Rabbi face!
To answer this, we must differentiate between the Chassidut from the Mizritch Magid to the Chassidut from the Alter Rebbe. There are two main goals with learning Chassidus. Numero uno, to save the Yidden from spiritual danger. And every drop of Chassidus can save Yidden and awaken them to serve Hashem. Numero dos, to prepare Am Yisrael for Mashiach. The main purpose of the Chassidus of the Mezritch Magid was to save Am Yisrael from spiritual danger.
Danger! Danger, I said. Danger, 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 danger.
And the main purpose of the Chassidus of the Alter Rebbe was to prepare for the times of Mashiach. So when there was a decree in Shemayim against the Mezritch Magid, the Alter Rebbe was able to take away the decree with the mashal of saving the king's son, because the main purpose of his Chassidus was for the danger. But when the decree was on his own Chassidus,
Let's turn the pages forward again.
the main purpose being to prepare the world for Mashiach, he thought maybe the time hasn't arrived yet to publicize Chassidus in a way to prepare for the coming of Mashiach. So he asked, should I stop teaching Chassidus? And to this, the Mezritch Magid and the Baal Shem Tov answered him, not only should you not stop, but when you go out of this smelly place, you should say even more. So how does this relate to you? Well, make sure to come to Coco Club every week, learn some Chassidus, and repeat over what you learned here to all your friends to prepare this world for the coming of Mashiach, a block. And with all the blocks together, we will build the Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi, maybe speedily, in our days.
מלאכים הקדושים העומדים במרומים, החוד חידה ואין פותר, השם ברחמיו נתן לי בית וגם לחם, אך מדוע לביתו הוא לא חוזר?